Hello there you, and welcome to a gigantic army of KHORNE, which is about to go head-to-head with an army of NURGLES in the blood aqueducts. Will blood, violence and ferocity win the day, or will bile, pestilence and sores even the score? But before we do get into today's fight, I just want to say a massive shout out to all you channel members who helped keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button down below. And while you're at it, go ahead, check out the amazing ChaoticPinky store. We got some really cool merch over there. With all that being said, let's get on with today's battle. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off today's battle. Look at these lovely little guys. Oh my god, it's so nice to finally have them on the field. They got such cool little animations as well. Look at them stacking up here. Oh, our little NURGLES having a whale of a time here as they crash into a bunch of hordes and furies here. The blood aqueducts are once again alive with the sounds of war. Oh my god, look at all the chaos troops here pouring in behind the winged furies. But the little NURGLES, they're trying to hold the line. Look at them go. Oh, I love how they swing around and stuff like that. They look so cool. Go on, my little guys, and spread that pestilence. Oh, here comes a bile troll here. A wee bit of backup. Look at that. Oh, the front line is stretching on into the distance here as both armies jostle for position. The alleyways here funneling the armies into this brutal melee exchange. Oh, and Troll's just almost got down then. He got knocked over. A soul grinder of KHORNE coming into that front line. You can see that all the demons and monstrosities here are having a right big old showdown at the moment. Got a load of them winged furies just got taken out here. The bile trolls really are violent here, just able to crush so many. One of them getting flinged backwards there. The strength of the KHORNE army now. You can see a load of the KHORNE warriors making their way up. NURGLES actually looking pretty strong on the front line at the moment. Them bile trolls in killing hundreds and hundreds of the KHORNE warriors. It doesn't appear that we have many winged furies left. Look at this battle stretching off into the distance. Down here into the main floodplains. A bunch of soul grinders on the front line here, just trying to power their way through the monstrosities. You can see that a bunch of the plague ridden also making their way to the front. Now they're going to put up quite a resistance here. They're very strong in melee combat. That's as long as they don't get chucked through the air. However, one thing I will say, with so many of these soul grinders on the front line here for KHORNE, once they're gone, they're gone. KHORNE's going to have a real trouble at replacing them, and it's just flinging all its weaker units into it at the moment. See a bunch of marauders piling up now behind the soul grinders, waiting their turn to get into combat. And the soul grinders living up to their name, grinding souls. I don't know if you saw that there. A guy went to Space Mountain, flown through the air. Let's go over to the other side of the field here. KHORNE actually looks like it's having a real good push here. The soul grinders doing a lot of the work on the lower plateau. The combat line is really starting to stretch, and KHORNE is definitely pushing forward. I think a lot of this is down to them soul grinders. We are starting to get a couple of bloodletters now making their way to the field also. It's a full-on demonic fight here from both sides, flinging the best troops that they've got at each other. The kill ratios, they're a lie. There's no way that one team has only got 16,000 and the other has got 180. It doesn't make sense. That must be a lot of environmental kills that are going on at the moment. It could be down to the soul grinders, actually, thinking about it. Oh my god. The Chaos Warrior just getting flung into the air there. Look at this, yeah, they've really started to push over to the other side. just plowing their way through. Chaos, man. I love seeing chaos versus chaos. It's just, there's so many demons on the front for both teams. And just brutal warriors. This exchange of blows. The goo is, where's all the goo as well? Is it all pooling up down the bottom, yeah? It doesn't feel like there's been that much at the moment. Look at that combat line. I love how in this game it just stretches off into the far distance. But I've got a feeling when these soul grinders start going down, KHORNE's going to start having a little bit of a problem. Luckily, it brought loads and loads and loads of the soul grinders, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a problem for them in the long run. NURGLE here trying to outflank, trying to get them troops around. But it is a brutal, slow work in the flanks at the moment. The level of detail really breaks on these bile trolls when you come out a little bit. Look at that. Oh, I love the little 2D poly models. They look awesome. KHORNE is just pushing forward, though. The soul grinders appearing to be a little bit too much here for NURGLE. The bile trolls are trying to even the score a little bit. But yeah, I've got a feeling that a lot of the kills here that are happening for KHORNE just aren't being registered at the moment. Getting flung through the air, that's why. Environmental kills. God, they're just surging, man. They're piling units into the breach. NURGLE is holding, though, at this moment in time. The forces of chaos are really struggling to break on through this. Well, I say the forces of chaos. I keep forgetting that they're both chaos in this fight, so yeah. KHORNE are actually struggling at this point now. They managed to push NURGLE to this side of the aqueduct, but yeah. Now the NURGLE forces have halted them in a place. I thought it'd be interesting as well, because we haven't had one of these in a very long time, just to have a pure melee fight. We've got absolutely no ranged units in this one whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is like the first time in probably a good few months that we've just had this pure melee style combat. And I thought it'd be a good way to do it. Why not just have a good old NURGLE versus KHORNE fight? Chaos is very much divided at this point. Look at this. I love how the floor is just completely littered with bodies now. Come on, NURGLE, start taking down these soul grinders. You can do it, I believe. Oh, look at all the blood letters as well now, funneling into that front combat line. It's really difficult here. Oh, look at this, a couple of the soul grinders threw a few of the bile trolls right back into the lines of KHORNE here. And that's actually helped them out. They're managing to take on a load of the KHORNE warriors. Just devastating them there, actually. So these bile trolls then, it looks like they're really good against the hordes of normal men, but not so efficient against the soul grinders themselves. There we go. The plague ridden is starting to get up to the front. Them guys will put up some nice resistance here. Oh, look at how many bile trolls are in this one area. There's so many of them. At least they get a little break when the soul grinders hit them back a little bit. Oh, look at this, KHORNE. Looking like it's not able to keep the pace up here. Or is it NURGLE? It's hard to tell. KHORNE is bringing up reinforcements from the rear line. It has pushed forward through the NURGLE flank a little bit. But it looks like NURGLE has the weight of numbers that it can fling into this, at least for now. KHORNE still has a lot of reinforcements, though. But yeah, they need to really get these soul grinders down. They're living up to the name too well. They're grinding out too many souls here. But it does feel like it's almost only them on the front line on this flank. That could be really bad for KHORNE. Again, though, they have got a load of marauders just ready and waiting in the background. Does look like, though, a couple of bile trolls keep getting flung backwards every now and then. And they have to keep dealing with them. Oh, look, yeah, there's another one then. Just 360 no scope, my friend. Yeah, the soul grinders are a little bit too powerful in this mod, I think. Being able to fling about bile trolls like that. God, look at that. It's a glorious front line. Let's go over to the other side of the flank. See how we're getting on down this side. Has KHORNE made any advancements here? No, it actually hasn't. And now that the soul grinders are out the way, NURGLE's starting to look a bit champion here. We've got a few more actually down in this little basin. But yeah, it looks like the vast majority of the soul grinders have now been taken out in these center lines. Oh, my poor dude, getting flung about. But it is a slow progress for both sides down here. I really like this. It's just this brutal melee between the two sides. Neither really gaining any ground here at all. And there's not actually like... I know the kill counters, there's a massive kill disparity there, but in terms of like units actually remaining here, both sides are relatively even. Let's go scoot on down the combat line. Again, we're starting to get this defilade in the center, where all the bodies have just been built up here. Oh, KHORNE's starting to get the upper hand on the flank though. Oh my god, look at how many dead NURGLE are here. That's actually ridiculous. KHORNE's really actually starting to outflank them. NURGLE are bringing in extra reinforcements over this side, but Jesus, that's a lot of KHORNE warriors coming into that flank. There's marauders, there's KHORNE warriors, there's bloodletters. They're all mixing in with one another here. Coming into that flank, heavy and hard. There you go, you can see the NURGLE warriors now are trying to countercharge, trying to form a semblance of a defensive line, but they're taking heavy losses against the Soul Grinder army. Let's face it, that's all it has been so far on this flank, just the Soul Grinders grinding out souls. How many times have I said that word now? The only thing you can see is NURGLE warriors flying through the air. It's a bit ridiculous at this point. This is why NURGLE needs some range, I guess. We should have given them a little bit of range. No, I wanted a pure melee fight. It wouldn't be pure melee. Oh, look at this. It's a glorious little counter-charge going on in the side. So what I will say is, while NURGLE appears to be somewhat losing on these lower plateaus down here, where KHORNE's really been able to deploy a lot of them soul grinders with ease because of how the terrain's not broken up, in the center here, it's been having a real struggle, and we've got a load of bile trolls now just plowing their way through rank after rank of KHORNE warrior. It's NURGLE's time to shine on the field. Yeah, there's a lot of gore on this field now. Just noticed the little blood pools there. They're probably just constantly getting filled in with bodies as well. But you can definitely tell as the Soul Grinder presence starts to dwindle, NURGLE seems to get the upper hand a little bit. So it's an attrition battle between demons now. Can the bile trolls out-survive the soul grinders? Have they actually managed to, I was going to say, I thought KHORNE then for a second did actually manage to link up his forces there, but no, not yet. I don't think that's actually happened anywhere on this part of the field yet. I don't think there's been a link up between like two different levels. God, look, do you notice that then? There was a big group of KHORNE warriors that came in, and the bile troll just ate them alive, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, look at this. And NURGLE's starting to run out of reinforcements on that flank. How are we doing on this one over here? Wasn't this the one where they were being outflanked? Yeah, definitely been completely outflanked over this side. Oh god, we've actually got this surge forward as well. Oh, that is horrific. Look at the KHORNE warriors just chopping and cleaving forward. That looks really awesome. Oh, it's happening over here as well now. I think it's with the help of them bloodletters. The bloodletters get into the front line. Just trying to chew their way through the NURGLE reinforcements. Have they actually managed to make this pathable yet? You see, there's a slight little lip between each of the levels, which is actually impathable. But as you can see, it really doesn't take too many bodies to clog it up. So yeah, it does look like a few of them have been linked up now. Again though, NURGLE's not been able to push forward. In fact, it looks like KHORNE is starting some sort of crazy countercharge. Hopefully, NURGLE has enough bile trolls to be able to deal with this. In fact, actually, I will say, it looks like KHORNE's getting a little bit light on reinforcements in the center lines here. NURGLE looking to start having the upper hand in the center. And they definitely need it now with them flanks falling. Look, they're pushing units all the way down into the lower plateau here. How are we getting on, though? Okay, look at this. We have cleared out a lot of the soul grinders yet again, though. And KHORNE's reinforcements are running out quickly. Look at all the goo that's gathering down the bottom here. Is there much of a greater sight than seeing a bunch of forces of KHORNE like this running through a goo lake? Little Timmy would be happy. In fact, how deep is this? It's got to be close to being impathable. Definitely, yeah, it's okay. It's definitely at rubber dinghy level, let's put it that way. Oh, and it continues. Yeah, little Timmy be praised. He's going to be happy with that one. Jeez, man. All these soul grinders. There's thousands of them still. Like I said, though, a little bit of a good nugget here for the NURGLE defense or NURGLE attack, whichever you want to call it at this point, is that they've actually managed to kill all of them over this side. And now the bile troll monstrosities are purging their way forward. Look at that. Oh, I keep forgetting what these guys are called here with the mutated arms. Oh, I always forget the name. Oh, what are they? Is it like exiled? I think it's something along them lines. Look at that. Oh, I just love seeing the KHORNE army, to be honest. It's the bright red. It's so vivid in contrast to anything else. I think that's why I really like the orcs as well, because if you put them on a desert map, they stand out really nice and brightly. And I sort of like looking at the vivid colours of combat lines. At the moment, though, it does get really hard to tell when everything just starts turning red as it slowly gets covered in gore. I'm starting to get a little bit worried for KHORNE in the centre lines here. We're down to our last bunch of reinforcements, and in fact, there is almost nothing in sections of the line here. The NURGLE are about to puncture through the center lines of the KHORNE forces. In fact, they have done so. Look at that. The break in the line is complete. They are surging forward and down the blood aqueducts now, trying to outflank the forces of KHORNE that are down here already. The forces of KHORNE that are really going to have a little bit of a rough time, because they're going to have to now push up into the blood aqueduct. They've pretty much capitulated all of the forces here for NURGLE. You can see NURGLE's bringing in small groups here, but I don't think that's going to be enough to slow them down for too long. Here we go. They're making their way up the blood aqueduct trench lines here.
Sunny with a chance of sunlight.
Oh, look at that. And what are they greeted by? Gigantic bile troll. So is this going to happen on the other side then? What I think is going to happen is the forces of NURGLE here are going to get split in two. You can see that KHORNE's bringing up all its reinforcements from that part now. So yeah, NURGLE's going to have to split its forces in two to deal with both of the KHORNE armies here. And again, the kill disparity for troops remaining, it's not that big. Either side could take this at the moment. It all depends on how well they take the engagement. Oh my god. The channel is filling up over here. That's brilliant. So yeah, we are starting to get somewhat of a serious charge now from the NURGLE forces. Piling the units down from the top here. I think they've managed to clean up all of the remaining forces of KHORNE from the center lines. Yeah, look, they're piling over it. Excellent stuff. Okay, so NURGLE does have a chance here at least. Let's go down here and have a look how we're getting on. So it almost looks like NURGLE's trying to halt them before they can actually get into the aqueducts themselves this side. You might have a bit of success with that as well, because look at this. All of the soul grinders are located in one spot in particular here, which means that they're getting a bit more of a fair fight here for the NURGLE. A bit more bang for the buck. Yeah, look at that. They've just cut down them KHORNE warriors on the flank. And now they're pushing on through. And again, look at this, attacking the weaker units directly here, NURGLE. Leaving all of the soul grinders left in the center. That's a really good tactic. Just leave them to last. Let's go down to this side. How are we doing for soul grinders over here? Okay, so it looks like they're already starting to break through. But again, it looks like they're all just focused in one area. Look at that channel. Oh, I accidentally took control of a unit there. I don't want to do that. Look at this. Oh, is that not a glorious sight? This is turning into a brutal fight though here. One thing I'll say about KHORNE's forces, the hit-like stink, but they don't have high health pools. Whereas NURGLE's are more like balanced. They sort of do moderate damage and have moderate high health pools. Yeah, but the forces of KHORNE, it's just like, yeah, we can almost insta-kill you with a single blow, but you can pretty much do the same to us because we've got low health. What are they called? Oh, it's like, there's a term for it. Glass cannon, that's it. They're like a glass cannon. Look at that, I love this though, when you start getting just these carvings through the ranks. Just these, KHORNE forces just going absolutely mental there. I really can't call who's going to win this. Because I think the soul grinders, the things that we've been talking about the entire video, really are going to be the decider of this. Because NURGLE does alright against the normal foot troops here. It seems fairly balanced. Even though KHORNE's rushing forward, NURGLE sort of has the numbers. Which means that they typically outlast the KHORNE charges there. How are we getting on this side? Let's go have a look. Oh, we're looking like we're trying to do a little bit of outflanking here now. We did manage to hold most of these... oh, I'm fed up of calling them... What else can I call them? Feral demons now. Look at them though. They've just plowed through NURGLE's forces once again. NURGLE actually doesn't have many troops remaining on their side of the field. Look at how close they get. The numbers, Mason, they're so close. Just both of them are pouring as many reinforcements as possible into the flanks. Look at that battlefield. Oh my days. Oh, if ever there was the term mosaic of death needed, it is now. I'm starting to feel like NURGLE might be gaining a little bit of an upper hand on this side, little by little. Again, though, these damn things just plowing through so many units all at once. The AoE is ridiculous on them, and they can take a little bit of a beating as well. Oh man, nah, I think this might be over for NURGLE. I think they're just getting pipped to the post at the last legs here. Oh, damn. That's crazy. Like, just out of nowhere, KHORNE just killed all of them. Just absolutely annihilated all of them. Them damn soul grinders, man. They have done the KHORNE army its entire work here. Let's face it. They have been the Khorne army for this entire round. Again, though, that's why the kill ratios are so out of kilter, because these guys just get loads of environmental kills with their attacks, which means that they haven't actually been accounted towards Khorne's total kill count here. Because as you can see, a lot of them end up getting flung into the air, and when they're doing that, look, he's still alive, and if he dies when he hits the floor, like that, is he dead? Yeah, okay, so he's just died. That's an environmental kill. That wasn't a kill by one of the Khorne. So that's why the kill ratios are so out of kilter here. Oh my god. I do like how they can just, now and then, one of them gets sent so far into the air, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's like the Soul Grinders just went, and F you in particular. Look at that. It's like they're playing baseball, man. Alright, so yeah, we're down to what, the last 50 here. Alright then, I think we can call this one here. This is a Khorne victory, but how close was that? Okay, 42,000. Okay, that's real close there. Actually, that is really close thinking about it. Only 42,000 kills that the Khorne won by here. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, peace.